Beautiful Leos, and welcome. This is your full moon in Sagittarius reading. We are having a full moon in Sagittarius on June 11th. In yesterday's reading, I was mistaking it with the new moon in Cancer we are having at the end of the month. My bad. Sorry, Leo. And also, thank you to everybody who told me where they're from. I really appreciate seeing how we are connecting to a bunch of Leos all over the world, or people with Leo placements, because I know not everybody's Leo sun on here. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I myself am from the United States, New Jersey, and there are a couple of you that are also from as well that I saw in the comments, and from everywhere else. I am so appreciative and supportive to have you on the channel, and I truly, truly am grateful for each and every one of you. So, Leo, let's start this full moon in Sagittarius reading with a number. Now, this full moon in Sagittarius is on Wednesday, June 11th, depending on where you are at in the world. So, pay attention to this number. Specifically, you have 0. Wow. With I am limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. Wow. All right, some of you born on the 10th or the 30th, when you get 0, doesn't have to be, it's just the energy. But when you receive this card, the fact that you have I am limitless around a full moon or on, because this is for that, wow, you have a flyer here too. In Sagittarius, Sagittarius rules that bountiful energy, that discovering new territory, that limitless ideas, that limitless feeling. And I feel like for a lot of you, this full moon in Sagittarius that we are having is bringing you that beautiful energy to step into, with the fact that you have the number 0 to look for this full moon. You may see this number on license plates, billboards, social media, wherever you see digits. All right, so you have a flyer coming through. You do have a moon card, and it is in Virgo. So, fellow mutable sign, check also your birth chart, Leo, to where you have any other mutable placements. Sagittarius is mutable, Virgo is mutable, Pisces is mutable, and so is, who the heck is the other mutable sign? Why can't I think right now? Gemini. Yeah. Okay. So you have the Moon in Virgo card with contentment. This is a really good card. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So the fact that you are receiving a mutable moon while we are about to have a mutable moon event is a beautiful energy to receive. I feel like for a lot of you Leos, there is going to be something that happens that makes you feel like you are ready to see what else you can reap, especially with receiving the moon in Virgo. This is a amplification on you feeling more energized, you feeling more energetic within self, and you putting the action into self to create that feeling of contentment inside. So I feel like this full moon in Sagittarius is giving you an energy boost. The fact that you have this card with the moon in Virgo, that's like energy boost to self. Virgo rules the maiden, and the fact that this is under a Sagittarius lunation who rules the archer, half horse, half man, but the only other zodiac sign that would be well, Gemini as well, with the twins that are like humans, that are like people. There is a self energy with this full moon in Sagittarius. So taking care of your body, doing something in difference to feeling good and better about yourself. So let's see what Moonology card specifically comes through here for you. And you have full moon and Gemini. Wow, all the mutable signs are coming through here with the answers you need are coming. So Leo, although this reading is for the full moon we have in Sagittarius Wednesday, June 11th, there is a really strong indication that there is a duality that is coming into your life where I feel like a multitasking energy. I get a very strong multitasking energy. And that's just me seeing that you got a full moon in Gemini. Now, to get even deeper, the fact that this card indicates the answers you need are coming, there is a weighted energy that is going to complete with this Sagittarius full moon. So if you were uncertain about something, or you were actually waiting to hear back from something, whether if you put an application out there, or if you put something in like an advertisement out there and you're waiting to see how it does, you know, the energy is endless, specifically when you have I am limitless. So the answers you need are coming. So you're going to hear something. There's some news coming your way that is going to make you feel extremely content, extremely satisfied. You have a flyer here. Oh my gosh. Card number 22, Archangel Sandalphon with you now. He came out not that long ago for you either, Leo. So I definitely feel like there's a really strong sense of spirit guide support, passed on loved one support, and an attempt to get you to that sense of feeling good in your own skin, good in your own energy, good in your own vibe. You know what I feel with this energy as well? The full moon in Sagittarius may be helping you be more of your own best friend, whether that's like a mental thing where you're speaking to yourself nicer, or a physical thing where you're doing more things for yourself. I feel like there is this connection to self in love, where this renewed sense of self-love feels so good that I don't want to say conceited or cocky, but you're definitely in a position of, ooh, what can I create? What do I want? What do I want to achieve? What type of life do I want to live? Something is opening up for you, not only mentally, but emotionally and physically. So let's see what also Metatron has. He gave you Archangel Sandalphon, card 22, and you have clarity. Go within. Oh yeah, you get answers. The answers you need are definitely coming with this full moon in Sagittarius. And I feel like for a lot of you, if you were confused about making a decision for yourself, oh, you're going to start connecting the dots. Things are about to make sense. You're going to start to understand. You're going to see very, very clearly. Rose-colored glasses coming off type of energy. The fog is lifted type of energy here. I mean, you may get a confession from someone. We didn't even get deeper into it with the other cards yet, so you know when that happens. All right, so let's see what you have from the Angels of Abundance. I like to get this card because we're always at different points of our journey throughout life, no matter how old you are or how young you are. And I feel like this deck always gives a nice like reminder of something, or some new information that maybe could be unknown and wants to be known. So let's see the Angels of Abundance for you for this full moon in Sag. You have attracting, not chasing. Beautiful. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. Beautiful. And Archangel Sandalphon is going to help you do that. And the fact that you have clarity here from Metatron's deck as well, I feel like, and now cards are flying out of my hand. I feel like there's a really strong sense of removal of fear of losing something. And that's where I get the potential, I don't know a better word for it, really strong sense of self-love. I don't want to say cocky or conceited, but that's what I mean. Attracting, not chasing. And outwardly, sometimes to people that are not evolved, that does look like being cocky or conceited, but it's kind of just like, no, whatever's for me will come towards me. I don't have to chase it out of fear, hold on to it out of losing it. I know if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. And, oh, the answers you need are coming of what is not meant for you and what is meant for you. Wow. All right, let's get you the signs from Spirit. I really like this reading, and I really like Sagittarius energy as well. They are a fellow fire sign to you, Leo. So with you sitting in a fellow fire signs element that's mutable, which is a big difference of your energy being fixed, I feel like there is this sense where you may even talk yourself into something. Or you may talk yourself out of something. It's like you're very persuadable, even to yourself. And you may have always done something some way, or you may have always thought something was best done in a certain way, or created in a certain way, or lived in a certain way. And you might even be having a change of heart within self. So let's see, your signs from Spirit, you have eyes with revealing. Oh gosh. Yep, something's coming out around this full moon in Sagittarius, and I don't feel a fear with it. I feel like it is an aha moment and or some type of news or something you hear. And I say and or because it could be both. You also have 11 with spiritual awakening. You are on the right path. Oh my God, guys, this full moon in Sagittarius is on the 11th. This is absolutely beautiful. So pay attention. You're going to catch the time at 11:11. If you have not already, there is going to be that moment for you around this full moon in Sagittarius. Keep in mind, time is fluid, but you know, I have to give the intention of what the timely frame of what I'm reading this for. But oh my goodness, the right path is going to be revealed, very obvious, very in front of your face. And I feel like that's what I felt with this card when you got clarity from Metatron. The fog is lifted. All right. And you also have 555, wake up call, time to move in a new direction. There it is. The new direction is going to be right there. It's either coming your way through communication. Gemini rules communication. It may come through your way mentally. You may be finally thinking in a different way because Gemini energy also rules the mental. And I'm going with the fact that you got this full moon in Gemini. Although this reading is for the full moon in Sagittarius, we are in Gemini season. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. And I love that you got 0 and 2 angel numbers in the signs from Spirit. Like you didn't get the number like 15. you got 0 and then the energy started to move. And oh, I do want to say one thing because it seems like this reading also has the vibe. And usually I'm like this 90% of the time, but there are a couple thousand new people on here. Yes, I'm excited like this a lot when readings happen like this. Yes, I go this direction. Yes, this is just my personality. My vibe is normally, I want to say like 90% of the time high. And this is just who I am as a person. And I know my personality or this or that or the excitement I have may not connect to everybody. And like, that's totally okay. And I will not be offended if you don't watch my stuff or feel like, but I used to be somebody who was very, very low energy. And now that I am stabilized in the high vibe, I definitely feel like if you are connected to watching my readings and you like the vibe, then it's for a reason. And connecting to that, you will probably feel the uplifting as well. And if that's not something that is for you, then I totally get it. But I want to say that because I'm already getting excited. And we're about to get to tarot theme cards. So, yeah. Because you know when the numbers start to do things. Oh my gosh, and 15 is actually right here. And I said 15. Okay, continuing through. See right there. So sort of even have some ADHD. My bad. Let's see. Your tarot theme cards. First card out is, there it is. Card number 5 with feeling alone. This new path, this new direction, this right path. These answers you are receiving is going to require you to possibly do things differently, and that may end up in you ending something or removing yourself from something. And with the feeling alone card as well, you did just get a message about doing things independently. So let's see. Well-deserved reward. There it is. 9 of Pentacles. Some of you, financial path, financial answers, financial epiphany, career epiphanies, self-worth epiphanies. Oh my gosh, you have well-deserved reward underneath the 1111 card, underneath that moon card that indicates leading self to satisfaction. That's actually amazing. And you also have open up with the 4 of Pentacles. Wow, you have Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle. So a lot of you, this may have to do with your stability, your money, your abundance, maybe something you put money into or taking money out of. Wow, a lot of Pentacle energy. And I feel like with this Sagittarius full moon that we have receiving this, you know, Sagittarius rules Jupiter. They are the planet of luck. If there is something that you just don't feel like is for you, you feel like you always have to chase the next thing or do the next thing, or it always just feels like a chore instead of something that is purposeful, you may be leaving behind and making some reroutes here. And damn, are the answers right in front of your face. There's going to be such a strong sign that you get during this full moon in Sagittarius. It's like, if you ignore it, then that's on you. And like, if you ignore it, that's on you. Because there are so many things that it's like, it's right there. Especially with the fact that you have eyes revealing. And these two cards literally indicate a new path and moving in that direction. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. There it is. 5, 5 again. 9 of Pentacles to the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Swords in the big deck literally says refusing to see. Eyes. Oh, you're going to see. You're going to see. And on the 4 of Pentacles, where your energy may have been like low energy, stagnant, not really loving self that much, not really feeling that abundant, not really feeling like that magnetic. 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. I mean, this is a beautiful energy. Beautiful. But, you know, it's going to require some free will out of you. I'm going to tell you that. It's something that it's in front of your face, kind of like a metaphoric fork in the road. And that reroute is going to be needed. That detour is going to be needed. But it's going to be so well worth your while. And it's going to be so obvious. And I feel like for some of you, you may have asked for a sign. But oh my gosh, this sign is huge. You have a huge sign. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all a story at the end of this that like reminds me of this energy. At the end. But it's just like, what's for you, what's not for you, it's going to be super obvious. And I'm going to tell you a story that's going to help you connect this. Anyways, your advice is the Wheel of Fortune. Yup, allow the things to change. Do not fear the 5s. Do not fear the 5s. Because you actually have 5 5s in this reading now. You have the triple 5s here. And you have the 5 of Cups. And you have the 5 of Pentacles. This is going to be... You want this change. There it is. There's the Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius full moon. There's Jupiter. And your outcome is the Ace of Wands. There's the new path. Wow, I love this reading. Leo, you don't want to miss this moment. You do not want to miss this moment. You want to take this sign and you want to be excited about it and you want to continue forward. And if it includes you leaving something behind, or it's seeming, I don't feel like to say losing something. I don't feel like it's losing something, because it wasn't maybe meant for this new path anyway, or the path was supposed to change, or it wasn't meant for you in general. Like there's something here where maybe there is something that's being removed or changed or rerouted or detoured, but it doesn't feel like it's a loss. If anything, it opens you up more to being limitless. That's the vibe. So let's see. 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. Damn, you have a real good full moon in Sag reading. Wow. 9 of Cups to the moon. There it is. There is the moon in the reading. And we are reading for the full moon in Sag. Whatever has been holding you back, this moon is going to help you reach way new heights. New heights that you might not even be able to concur in the mind at the moment. Your Wheel of Fortune advice with the Ace of Swords. They're like, your advice is like new path. Choose the new path. Now we have 2 1s here, and you have the 11-11. And this full moon is on the 11th. Oh my gosh. What a reading. Your advice, the Wheel of Fortune to the Ace of Swords. Take the new path. Receive the news. See the sign. Engage in the energy. Wow, do you have a new path opening up? This is, what a reading this is. Ace of Wands, your outcome to the Emperor. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Taking charge, taking the lead. And you know, I like that the Emperor is here with the Ace of Wands because the Emperor is an energy of action. The Emperor is an energy of taking the lead on things that it knows it needs to take the lead on. But the Emperor is also an energy of taking action when it knows it needs to chess piece, play a different type of way in life. You know, when I used to go live with y'all all the time, one of the books we listened to was The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I feel like there is a new playbook that you're receiving here. Wow. All right, Leo. All right. I do feel for a lot of you, there could be raising the bar status for you, where whatever this path is, you may find yourself down the line in the future having made more money since this moment, or since this path opened up. Because some of you, you know, ideas arrive, physical action is on a different energy, I guess you could say, in the way or time frame things occur. So you can have an idea, but it doesn't mean that you're going to have all the tools for the idea in that moment you're having the idea, right? But this new path opening up for you, this spark, this answer you need, this sign you've been looking for, this extremely obvious thing in front of your face, you're going to know what move to make with the Emperor coming in. Now, there could be an energy around you that is, you could connect to a new person around this time. And, or there is going to be new people or a very important new person on this path somewhere. But for some reason, I'm looking at the Emperor as you. There's no other people here in this spread. Yes. You could be connecting to a new person who just so happens to be like a business owner or somebody who is very mature and very taken care of in themselves. And it's a very obvious type of thing to engage with this person. But just be open. Be open to what this energy could, how this energy and who and what it could be for you. Because, you know, I always have to start with self. Readings are not about other people always. They're about you and your journey. And then we get to the other energies. So, Leo, let's get your ending oracle here and see what your ally, who is your power position for this full moon in Sagittarius. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you have a bunch of the mutable signs. You literally have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and this moon is in Sagittarius. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You also have the Emperor with Aries. So let's see. Your power position from the wisdom of the hidden realms is the Hawk Prince. No way it's number 11. Thank God I made that warning halfway through the reading that if you don't like my excitement, you gotta go. Oh my gosh, y'all. Spirit communication, paying attention. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Because y'all got to understand, me doing this as a reading for a collective, to see some of these readings come together the way they are with the what y'all know now by the personality I have. Oh yeah, this is freaking me out. And you know, some people freak out on different levels, but hey, I'm an outward freak. The outward freak? Oh my gosh, that sounds so horrible. No. I'm an outward expressive person. And if I freak out, we are all going to freak out together. That's what I meant to say. Oh my gosh. That almost went in a horrible direction. Here we go. The Hawk Prince. Spirit communication, paying attention. Here we go. This is going to be full circle. The Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, letter, email, or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also the ally for spirit communication. So pay attention when you hear something important pop out to you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Wow. And I cannot believe that this ending oracle is number 11. You have the 1111 and you have two aces very, very close to each other in the spread. So this full moon is on June 11th. So obviously you're going to see the number 11. But there's going to be a way, shape, how, form where you just see these ones in a lot of them, where they're just everywhere. They're just following you. So, Leo, here to my story real fast of what I'm going to tell y'all. So, most of you know I have a in-person healing suite, right? So I was thinking of relocating it in March, right? And I toured a new place, whatever. It was great. It looked nice. And the landlord wrote me up the lease, but I still had to talk to my current landlords to see if they'd be okay with me breaking my lease early. And if they weren't going to be okay with it, I was going to be like, all right, whatever. I'll just wait till the end of it. But I just wanted to see. The place was nice and it was able for me to have my healing suite as well as potentially create a recording studio for Miss Machiste. Although this is my mini recording studio. Whatever. Continuing on. Basically, the new place that I was going to relocate into, they wrote me up a lease, right? And in this lease, my government name was spelt wrong. My business name was spelt wrong. The town that I was going to be renting in was wrong. And it was very in front of my eyes. I'm like, all right, obviously this is not for me. Pun intended, it is not for me because that's not how you spell my name. And that's not how you spell my business. So I feel that type of energy in this message. That is going to be a metaphor for you. All right. My story is a metaphor. I very highly doubt that is going to be your story. Hey, maybe for one of you it is, of the 40-something thousand of you on here. But that's the type of energy I feel here. It's very, very in front of your face. And it could be in alignment with something working in your favor, creating more satisfaction and contentment for you. And you didn't even think so at first. Two of Swords, that blindfolded energy. So yeah, all in all, obviously I read the lease and I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely not for me. Because it shows negligence right away because none of my names or anything is spelled correctly. So, yeah, I ended up obviously not signing it, saying thanks but no thanks, and staying at the place that I am at currently. But anyways, that is my story of how a very, very obvious sign was in front of my face, and I literally felt like I was getting talked to by the universe. I was like, wow, okay, I definitely asked you guys if I should do this at this moment, and y'all came through with an answer. So I feel like their answers are coming through for you, Leo. Pay attention, and they could come through in very unique ways, just like how my story was. And you can check my Etsy shop below. I do have Money Drawing Water, the Wish Flash Paper Kit. If you do have your Wish Flash Paper Kit at home, because I know a bunch of you already ordered them, and I already sent out a bunch of them within the last month or so, it is going to be in your best energy to use the Wish Flash Paper for this full moon on June 11th. Now, days are interconnected in whatever way, shape, or form. So if you do have the Wish Flash Paper specifically, if you got that first drop, you should have it already. Use it for this Sagittarius full moon, whether you're doing it on the day or around the day. Because, the potency of the energy is usually 3 days before the lunation and 3 days after. So it doesn't have to be exactly on the day, but if you could, that'd be good. So my Wish Flash Paper people, now's the time to use it, especially with the crazy energy you got here. And it's fellow fire sign Sagittarius. So using that element of fire is going to be really great for you. I do still have Wish Flash Papers up, as well as my special product, the Healing Stone that I'm selling through here, as well as through the Healing Suite. It'll go pretty fast in the healing suite, so I'll start splitting it and see how fast they go in whichever way, shape, or form. But thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos. I love y'all so, so very much. And once again, thank you for all telling me where you guys are from. That was so cute and nice. And if you didn't, let me know where you're from now. We're going to be flashing wishes in the next reading. So also, if you waited this long to 30 minutes into the reading and listen to me yap, you get to hear this. Comment your wish down below. I'm going to be choosing 3 wishes from this full moon reading to flash for your next daily. So that's what I have here for you, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. I'll talk to all of y'all soon. Have a good one. Bye now.